Revolution of baby, solo agoyo, paro siapa jabe, odemo ero minariwi. Revolution of baby, solo agoyo, paro siapa jabe, odemo ero minariwi. Solo de Rio demo, de abanga maloro, se pata geno, ominga chengu wangi yobodo. Kinde moni longa boma, ware Nairobi, ominga dongo wangi yobodo, de agane rwaka gimo. Tingo kwa jo minwali, kijoko min keli, koda samo minatini, e odine wa morie. E aga kororiti, mungo konyi dongi, koda sinyaga isi, mama maloro. Bakororiti, mungo konyi dongi, koda sinyaga isi, mama maloro. Yakinu oe kamongo mina dongo jana, yakinu oe kamongo mina dongo jana. Yakinu oe kamongo mina dongo jana. Yakinu ae kamongo mina dongo jana. Revolution yoe, sani wa yani wa. Revolution yoe, sani wa yani wa. Imasa wina kila mimando teja gendia. Imasa wina kila mimando teja gendia. Una bongo. Paroriti were wana dere dala. Paroriti niki wana dere dala. Paroriti were wana dere dala. Paroriti niki wana dere dala. Anakuwa na brother. Msalimie rafiki yako kundi. Dio!
Piare!
E mana luo nyalego! Nyago chieng! Wolo gina!
Mano nyalego!
Kwendi sama chako nyamino pilo, aluocho vera na nyagilila nyango to ingo nyiri. Nyathija siaya, pachipori tuoya kama koloko. Weli kama nosito maenda lomi paringio. Ipondo nagiera, aluochi lineti nyakarapul. Figa nane ini kanye, angoma keto mukelo jemo. Aworo wachiera, angoma keto mukelo jemo. Aworo wachiera. Mayo munyagero. Manu kuchuga madaranga madar majagiri. Sita si yugu haya. Usengani na boro kirito ledi. Narito makane jagijoyo kanda no chweyo kune. Mukeo kiso chuna wuka jiko yo cheptu sweta. Kayudo manalango asere vaya tokotu bechue. Polisi weongo zito tinda woto mawocho rumo. Aworo chwechi mungu ni mino nega nyamino reso. Nanyibi nekende ni mino nega nyamino reso. Nanyibi nekende. Mulilong lilo!
Mayo!
Iwan ka diyam.
Naburo kome! Kichopo minyati komos na kikoreti.
Newadina kuru Merika Hotel. Dona itinyiro redo tukego tiene mokao namba. Atweji pambara charo gwande meo mosomo kwaya. Nyalego ver pile kuchali nyiri mosomo wiromo. Alwocho niso nene jomoko penya ni nyani tonga. Alika mungu ewa makikita malinu chakue. Jokenyo yo alonge kabine miela kanyiro niso tuwe. Tulizo nindo vedo kabine miela kanyiro niso tuwe. Tulizo nindo vedo. Mato!
Kuriti nyati achiel kende murita. Tutino turita die. Nyagilaki. Nyagudu.
Newa singo rega kiyoro modi. Iniriti singo akinda ngoma koso mochwanyo nyaber. Kasao mpinyi ulu sipi na nyera kalido ringo. Nadungo kariwa mwaka bicharito mochako loko. Sirati buro yomba tokati wea to anigili. Ipari turu adala kipoki winjo no sito nindo. Asimo pinyi mabel timi nenda kitimo neno. Nyalego ngima kende timi nenda kitimo neno. Nyalego ngima kende.
Kira kwa kukuda sembo. Ulo. Alusu chali bunya lamba. Ha? Uvivi. Imo tunadu kanyo.
Udiamo uno poni. Mano warga oko. Udiamo ya samba. Ula vino sam.
Umati bozo masi. Mayia masi le. Masi bozo nyongonga. Kameno.
Lona. Para. Vino yo. Oh mama pinya chama. Oh mama pinya chama. Lineti mupenzi ya gomboneni. Lineti mupenzi ya gomboneni. Oh mama pinyi lichina. Oh mama pinyi lichina. Lando samionge ya gombonera. Lando samionge ya gombonera. Oh mama pinyo chama. Oh mama pinyo chama. Chopimo ninena simbo pacho. Chopimo ninena simbo pacho. Oh mama pinyo chama. Oh mama pinyo chama. Nine ni mpenzi yangu moneni. Nine ni mpenzi yangu moneni. Oh mama pinyi lichina. Oh mama pinyi lichina. Nando samiyonge akombolera. Nando samiyonge akombolera. Oh mama pinyo chama. Oh mama pinyo chama. Chopimo ninena simbo pacho. Chopimo ninena simbo pacho. Yosepa Muto Dimano dereva marera Moto kanyo
Jak monongo uda sembo Aoro ni mos dero rangede Aye kodi umera No Sip jojo
Mani wenyo wila yuago era Mani wenyo wila yuago era
Nena ngoza ngone pi
Aeli kasam yuago era
Kina tima ngoya
Aeli kasam yuago era Osito kasam parundalo machon
Pidena
Osito kasam parundalo machon Mani wenyo wila yuago era
Atima nango
Lineta luoch duge dala
Tudaki dugu yoro muni
Lineta luoch duge dala
Dugu yoro diambu
Nyawarinda duge dala Nyawarinda duge dala Nyamino pilo duge dala Nyamino pilo duge dala
Yago chiang yo
Nyagi jojo uma duge dala
Oro nyagi sela
Nyagi jojo uma duge dala
Nyetia legona
Nyakara pul duge dala
Yamoero ya
Nyakara pul duge dala Nyagi sela imba duge dala
Urinwa na timiri yango
Nyagi sela imba duge dala
Tukutirwa na ngiyoni yango
Ani wonyo ila singora
Ayete
Ani wonyo ila singora
Yano nga yete
Anajisiga na singora
Ala yete
Anajisiga na singora
Tunga yete
Kiduge dala ni wich maber
Kadori wacho
Wana
ni
singora
Kiduge dala ni wich maber
Wana singora
Kiduge dala na ol ni lon
Ayete
Kiduge dala na ol ni lon
Yalong malo
Kiduge dala na yaw ni duka
Ana singoni
Kiduge dala na yaw ni duka
Baby ne mabe
Kiduge dala na ger ni hot
Ini ne mabe
Kiduge dala na ger ni hot
Ambrosio
Ini dagi kwe
Idonji wendo na nek ni gweno
Chuba
Togi nyingi
Idonji wendo na nek ni gweno
Kweno togi nyingi nango
Idonji wendo na yang ni dhiang
Yang togi nyingi
Idonji wendo na yang ni dhiang
Yang togi nyingi ya
Iero rech na om ni nam
Ito turua
Iero rech na om ni nam
Manori mupungu turua
Iero luru na chung ni tal
Talanga umalo
Iero luru na chung ni tal
Mani wacho ni
Anuru makono iwa
Idonji wendo na teri bayo
Awache dier
Idonji wendo na teri bayo
Aya yo
Mana awache dieri
Idonji wendo na nyisi gweng
Dalawa
Idonji wendo na nyisi gweng
Anyiri dalawa
Iero yuche no konyi budho
Mano yuru jar
Iero yuche no konyi budho
Mano yuru jar
Iero deno ganiga
Sigana manalu nene
Iero deno ganiga
Sigana manalu nene
Iero kwere no twini dhiang minyiadho
Aye
Iero kwere no twini dhiang minyiadho
Chuba
Eni wonyo ila yuago era
Oh mama
Eline taluoch pare dala
Nena lego yo
Eni loch pare turwa
Nyati alego na
Nyakara pur pare dala
Nyati alego
Ulula
Nyakara pur pare yawa Yeba
Mutu no
Oh
Dali
mathuon. Dongo jaminya. Sego guru bade Luanda kunyango kanyo. Aye.
Eni wonyo ila yuago era.
Kazamio.
Eni wonyo ila yuago era. Penyo ya lo
Yavera lo
Indere yoro char
Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega dwaro inga
Yavera lo
Indere yoro uma
Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega dwaro inga
Yavera lo
Indere yoro diambo
Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega luongo inga
Yavera lo
Indere yoro joji
Rosito sana peneleni
Dwaro yalo Indere yoro duge
Rosito sana peneleni
Yavera dwaro ipa
Yavera lo
Indere yoro uma
Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega luongo ima
Yavera lo
Indere yoro moni
Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega dwaro inga
Yavera lo Rosito sana peneleni
Yalega dwaro ima
Yavera lo Achongi Apolo Rio Emalela Kanyo
Alusi mozo no ching maru kabeto kanyo. Yongera uru numos. Oye, Juro Lady. Flamingo.
Asembo piny maber
piny maber wachame mawembe, kalando piny maber wachame machungwa orange. Kasembo piny maber wachame samaki, kalando piny maber wachame nyama migimbuta. Piny maber wanene sinema, kalando piny maber wabae gi meli kwetwe. Kasembo piny maber wayude almasi, kalando piny maber wapure muogo gi njugu.
Nego atero yesho nenie Kalando ine mi ber mamoro jakita Akelo tigo tinego atero yesho Kisumu Kalando ine mi ber mamoro jakita Nyaimbo beti beru api mingi mon malego Kalando ine mi ber mamoro jakita Ukwaro beti beru api mingi mon masakwa Kalando ine mi ber mamoro jakita Imbo
Odima kama pinchanda, umonda leo, tinda leo kiera. Anacho mkuro mindota, okangeo kama dadonjenera. Odima kama pinchanda, umonda leo, tinda leo kiera. Anacho mkuro mindota, okangeo kama dadonjenera. Sama wethe ndara sika kuyo, hawetha paro alilinya jonango. Luog lili mam kikiringa, upida koda kinyi beri nyajo kano. Sama wethe ndara sika kuyo, hawetha paro alilinya jonango. Luog lili mam kikiringa, upida koda kinyi beri nyajo kano. Yosem jo mangeo jo maricho, usemo lili totinya jonango. Imagi silam nyagi karo, iketo kendi wito au maduong. Yosem jo mangeo jo maricho, usemo lili totinya jonango. Imagi siledi nyagi karo, iketo kendi wito au maduong. Aman wodo nyangora mopenji, apoli penji tindi lali kanye. Tuog lili mam kikiringa, wewe akenda umunda dhero nera. Aman wodo nyangora mopenji, apoli penji tindi lali kanye. Tuog lili mam kikiringa, wewe akenda umunda dhero nera. Leunda kupolo kayo.
Omori guda wino uchiwe. Namo ber.
Adan koro miati. Chola jaro singa koro keltich. Umwagazi. Ochola dano wadga oko. Paka yote kutwita. Kidok piti mose joel. Segi. Udera kuuma. Udera nyati punda kumak tiende.
Udera bararea.
Aerima, alila erima, alila erima. Sandaga, dinge na erima. Sandaga, dinge na erima. Besanda, dinge na erima. Besanda ma, alila genima. Barodera, kionge ma. Barodera, kionge budama. Usiepe penji, kionge ma. Tan penji, ogwanyo penji ma.
Kanyo,
Olo penji, kabuom penji ma. Olo penji, kabuom penji ma. Oduor penji, penji ma. Oduor penji, ni George penji ma. Oduor penji, singanya penji ma. Oguta penji, Osimo penji ma. Isaya penji, kionge ma.
wanaja konyango.
Isaya penji, kionge ma. Lamek penji, Oyugi penji ma. Eli penji, Ogeu penji ma. Onyango penji, Nijim penji ma. Onyango penji, Nijim penji ma.
Kanyo,
Uchieng penji, Adogo penji ma.
Super K.
Joshua penji, Jaringa penji ma. Joshua penji, Odera penji ma. Kola penji, Jakano penji ma.
Ni wange.
Juma penji, Anywandi penji ma. Tobi penji, Magonya penji ma. Tobi penji, Magonya penji ma. Aluma penji, Nigeri penji ma. Amisi penji, Odenyo penji ma. Amisi penji, Jayala penji ma. Edwin penji, Kionge ma. kionge ma Peres penji Auma penji ma
Ok adiera.
Julia penji kionge ma Auma penji Nyagem penji ma Chloe penji Nyaero penji ma Pamela penji kionge ma Achieng penji Nirembo penji ma Alili penji Mwalimu penji ma Alili penji Mwalimu penji ma Luka penji kionge ma Luka penji Jagoro penji ma Utieno penji Nindege penji ma Ken penji Omondi penji ma Kena penji kionge ma John penji Obiambo penji ma Okok penji Jagem penji ma Waudi penji kionge ma Gabi penji kionge buta ma Orwa penji Jasoko penji ma Oguta penji Kosimo penji ma Alice penji Nyakisa penji ma Alice penji Semeji penji ma Akot penji kionge ma Akot penji Nyakindu penji ma Arosi penji Hachiendo penji ma Rose penji Nyawendo penji ma Aguyo penji Gabondo penji ma
Manaja kumala.
Peter penji Oyuko penji ma
Uyuko nyakwaro nyango.
Utieno penji kionge ma Utieno penji kionge buta ma Ochola penji Jambita penji ma Ochola penji Jambita penji ma Duogma Alila gombi ma Duogma Alila gombi ma Awarora Omunda warora Awarora Omunda warora Kongaweo Awarora
Okanadoge kendo.
Kongaweo
Aweo.
Omunda warora Chodaweo Awarora
Alemo.
Chodaweo Nidonga warora Agombi ma Alila gombi ma Agombi ma Alila gombi ma Yorochie Jagem penji ma Yorochie Jagem penji ma
Bugi mama.
Yorolo Kabuom penji ma Yorochie Ay ma Mama
Yobora bora makudia kanute. Kusema uru. See you with a win. Kwingi lamu kwa chuoni. Manokei uchendo. Oguta musimbo. Imose lame kuyugija kuyugi. Kaka yangu kuyoromre. Ayo. Maiye denda with a win. Ayuwa mdenda. Joshua Yaringa. Mwanafundi. Siyo kuna nigo la oko. Ochokwa kidogo. Mano nyajo uyo manaya. Kanyo. Luka tiri nyinyi. Mano nyakwa rutunda. Gudi kibere lady. Atwe nyamariwa. Mano yuora. Musi chieng soja. Kakola. Miawat. Imusi dera kuuma. Nyathi punda kumak tiende. Sako papiae. Promoter. Tich ler. Oyugno. Ekoro pata. Miawat. Yela nyathini elona. Yela nyathini elona. Ndeka nyathini ndekona. Ndeka nyathini ndekona. Lenga ni mama lengona. Lenga ni mama lengona. Ndeka nyathini ndekona. Ndeka nyanangu ndekona.
Super K,
wabayogo, Lili wabayogo, wabayogo, Mama wabayogo, aerokan, baby wabayogo, aerokan, Mama wabayogo, Katito kan, Lili wakalogo, Katito kan, Mama wakalogo, wadonjogo,
Walormo,
wadonjogo, wadonjogo, Mama wadonjogo,
Wachoma Kala Game,
Sono kan, Lili wadonjogo, Sono kan, Mama wadonjogo, Oyugis kan, Lili wa mielgo, Oyugis kan, Mama wa mielgo, Wayorogo, Lili wayorogo, Wayorogo, Mama wayorogo, Kericho sam, Lili wayorogo, Kericho sam, Mama wayorogo, waduogogo, Lili waduogogo, waduogogo, Mama waduogogo, Kisumo kan, baby waduogogo, Kisumo kan, Mama waduogogo, Wamielgo, Lili wamielgo, Wamielgo, Mama wamielgo, Donakan, Lili wamielgo, Donakan, Mama wamielgo, Oasis kan, baby wamielgo, Oasis kan, Mama wamielgo, Kimwakan, Lili wamielgo, Kimwakan, Mama wamielgo,
okay, Diera,
Yala game, Lili wadonjogo, Yala game, Mama wadonjogo, Maliera kan, baby wadonjogo, Maliera kan, Mama wadonjogo, Umina kan, Lili wadonjogo, Umina kan, Kwegila mungayo kochuonyo, Yoboda boda makuni akate, Udi uda wino urunumos, Sewe wachi,
Manu Mudi Hela,
Gabi, Uyuki kanyo,
Akoro Mo Siu Ching Daktari, Manu Ching Sela, Miriu Dispensary,
Udia Munyon, Manu Wunya Sumbi, Musu Chinga Dogo, Ogenya, say you would mother. I don't just sing it would I win. You're a pharmacy, with your bell.
Jakimonse Kouda Joy, Kayan Equator, Manu Yugis, Manu Wudu Kenya,
Who I watch? Away, would I win? Away. What you down? Chola down. Hey.
Dina, Christina Mama Rabudo, Nyar Kisuma Dundo. Kalando berni setamo wang chuo mama, jogi semi kalando, ay atina kalando, super berneno, atina nyanya mama, kalando yi jogi sire mi pacho, yeah mama, Tina, dia niña dundo, dilo sekolah. Karena ngo mama. Ya wuyu ilo no de atini mi nyiri dao Kristina mama rapudo nyar kisuma dindo erana kalando berni osetamo wang chuo mama ukisemi kalando aya atina kalando toto Zupa berneno Adundo nyar maro mama Kalando yicho pies Irembe pacho Yeah mama Tina Atina nyagi Monica nyajosida Mami chendo Neka nyiri dhao gi nyingi mama Kristina mama rapudo Nyar kisuma dindo erana Kalando berni osetamo wang chuo mama Yogi semi kalando Ay atina kalando toto Zupa berneno Adundo nyamaro mama Kalando yicho piesirembe pacho Ay atina kalando toto Kristina nyamaro Ay atina kalando toto Kristina nyamaro Mama dundo berneno yo Kristina nyamaro Mama dundo berneno yo Kristina nyamaro Ay atina kalando toto Kristina nyamaro Ay atina kalando toto Kristina nyamaro Kristina mama rapudo Nyar kisuma dundo erana Kalando berni osetamo wang chuo mama Yogi semi kalando Ay atina kalando toto Zupa berneno Atina nyanyaro mama Kalando yicho piesirembe pacho Yeah mama Tina Dia niña dundo Dilo sekoda mama Karena ngo mama Ya wuyu ilo no de Atini mi nyiri dao Kristina mama rapudo Nyar kisuma dindo erana Kalando berni osetamo wang chuo mama Yogi semi kalando Ay atina kalando toto Zupa berneno Adundo nyar maro mama Kalando yicho piesirembe pacho Yeah mama Tina Atina nyagi Monica Monica Nyajosida. Mami Chendo. Nekanyiri dhao gi nyingi mama. Kristina mama Rapudo. Nyar Kisuma dundo erana. Kalando berni setamo wang chuo mama. Yogi semi kalando. Ay ay atina kalando. Super.
Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2.
Veneno, adundo nyamaro mama, kalando ilicho piesirembe pacho. Ay ay atina kalando toto, Kristina nyamaro. Ay ay atina kalando toto, Kristina nyamaro.
Jikwara mga juang mawinjo aduto kamara ramu donje. Atotimo mos. Our systems are down. I've been trying to speak, but I can't. The other line is completely down, and the engineers are working on it. We can't communicate with the GK, but we are hoping that even this was down, but it has been worked on, so it's up. But we're waiting for the other one. To both the lines were down, so we're waiting for the other one to come back online, and then wabrodhi mbele gi chenro kama kawaida. But gigi gin ga gik molos gi lwet dhano, samoro gikelo wigi, omiyo
Mama dundo veneno yo, Kristina nyamaro. Mama dundo veneno yo, Kristina nyamaro. Ay ay atina kalando toto, Kristina nyamaro. Ay ay atina kalando toto, Kristina nyamaro. Mama dundo veneno yo, Kristina nyamaro. Mama dundo veneno yo, Kristina nyamaro. Mana tina nyajo Kisumo.
I hope I'm audible.
Nyan moyedi. Ay 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 ay. Mama Tina biro mama, Tina biro. Tina biro nyati Kisumo, Tina biro. Tina biro koro wotol mama. mama pole. Tina biro mamida wadawa mama pole. Tina biro koruke chikayo mama pole. Tina biro koruye barange onedawa. Tina biro koruye barange onedawa. E mama chololo, e mama chololo, e mama chololo, nyitino nene chololo, e mama chololo, mimino nene chololo, e mama chololo, jodongo nene chololo, e mama chololo, pinyi duto chololo, e mama chololo, kabila duto chololo, e mama chololo, joluo duto chololo, e mama chololo, Jobadu ya chololo, e mama chololo, ijoki kuyu chololo, e mama chololo, Joakamba chololo, e mama chololo, ijo Mombasa chololo, e mama chololo, Jomasai chololo, e mama chololo, Bisigi kuria chololo, e mama chololo, Joteso di chololo, e mama chololo, ijo Mandera chololo, e mama chololo, ikalenjin cholo mama. Tina beni biro kelo wachi tina berini. Tina beni biro kelo lwen tina berini. Tina beni biro kela chema tina berini. Tina beni mioni vidao tina berini. Tina beni yewe wilono de tina berini. E mama yelele, e mama yelele, e mama yelele, o gwandi tina kapunge, e mama yelele, o gwandi tina okuno, e mama yelele, lakitina pambata, e mama yelele, itongo wange yelele, e mama yelele, yiwi tina yelele, e mama yelele, timbene duto yelele, e mama yelele, lepitina yelele, e mama yelele, ikokitiende yelele, e mama yelele, yomolu wa yele mama. Mana tina nyajo Kisumo. Korkali. Atina koro museo chali udsame. Mano chali fada. Chali urgaruga. La tengnite rabudo kauja. Aiye. Mambo ni wadi la mele. Winjang. Ay. Mamai. Amanaye, inaye. Amanaye, inaye. Aye budajinja, ino sekodogo. Yakamwalaye, ino sekodogo. Yorenjo kelo mien, yakore. Yorenjo kelo mien, yo wangi kendo. Yorenjo kelo mien, yo wangi kendo. Yorenjo kelo mien, yiri mielo kiyawui. Yorenjo kelo mien, moni mielo jodongo ge. Atu moido go, jabundo go di mesa. Odonjo ikasaye, dinyo mondi uno. Omondi uno. Ane dinyo kao namba. Omondi jakasaye, utino kao namba. Magonya tubu siepa, ne tino kao namba. Kaula jakamwala, utino kao namba. Ojuang jaweta, ne tino kao namba. Awiti jakobuya, utino kao namba. Aluala jakajimbo, ne tino kao namba. Obungu janyabondo, utino kao namba. Obungu Janyabondo, Netino Kaonamba, Ulo Jajiga, Utino Kaonamba, Imboga Jauyoma, Utino Kaonamba, Nabute Jakoja, Netino Kaonamba, Udiambo Hudawazi, Utino Kaonamba, Udiambo Jajabera, Netino Kaonamba, Majanga Hudabonyo, Utino Kaonamba, Okuta Jakobuya, Netino Kaonamba, Okuta Kanzela, Utino Kaonamba, Udongo Kawadiaga, Netino Kaonamba, Udongo Kanzela, Utino Kaonamba, Abuyo Jakabondo, Netino Kaonamba, Isuku Gudakala, Utino Kaonamba, Opio Chaman, Netino Kaonamba, Atobi Hudagoro, Utino Kaonamba, Atobi Mea, Netino Kaonamba, Umundi Hudotonglo, Utino Kaonamba, Apoli Lemuso, Netino Kaonamba, Ogola Hudapino, Utino Kaonamba, Ogola Hudapino, Netino Kaonamba, Nyauma Mualimu, Utino Kaonamba, Alili Mualimu, Netino Kaonamba, Pauda Mami Sepa, Utino Kaonamba, Tino Kaonamba, Abela Nyakoyer, Netino Kaonamba, Abela Nyakamwala, Utino Kaonamba, mama, Tina?
Aman
Kor Kalich, Chola Kor Kelti, Sipna, Neko Mwagabi, Angnio Koachini. Ay, Mama, Tina yele mama, Nati Minade yele mama, Nateri Kure yele mama, Bending Cheka yele mama, Nyati Maero yele mama, Nyati Ninega yele mama, Dilos Koda yele mama, Mundi Terabayo yele mama, Nyati Jorengo yele mama, Nyati Gamolo yele mama, Nyati Gomino yele mama, Kendo Nyati Mudi yele mama, Mutoto wanje yele mama, Kiluya, Mutoto wanje yele mama, Mama Nyabo yele mama, Kiganda, Mama Nyabo yele mama. Jauh-jauh.
Mama kuna sulwe, kidoki kisanga meni mama kuna sulwe. Ulo
Basi nyikwara muga jwang erur kamano jogo mosedonjo mantiere atimero kamano achako wacho na miso asebet oko matin for the last 3 days, 4 days, but I'm back and always accept all is not well because we are experiencing a serious breakdown. Communication between our lines GJK Ramoth are totally down. Even myself, the first 15 or 20 minutes, my sound was also out completely. I was trying to say a word or two. Nothing was happening, but fortunately on my side, the engineers have been able to bring back the line to life. The side of Ramoth, they are still working on it. But now we can't guarantee what time, and because time is not stopping and waiting for us, we don't think we're gonna keep a promise that might not happen. And so like life happens, things can be postponed, things can be stopped, ceremonies can be destroyed, aruse nyalo keth kowach ni ng'ama nigi wacho chung' owacha ne, to ng'ato chung' to wacho ni ok timre mano ng'ata, to arus kethre. Maro be nyalo ketho ugunja maweche dhi mobam. But kokamano to kawuono kaka ung'eyo ga en ga Coffee and a Luo book, but we can't read it because there is no sound connection. There is a way these things are connected and being prompted between the two stations. Some can be done, but some can't be done if one line is out. And so the Coffee and the Luo book, unfortunately, we can't read it as the situation is until the lines are all up. But I just want to bring to our attention a program that we'll be having. We're planning to have it tomorrow. When we are up, we'll have a very, very interactive program. And this program, as usual, being our Friday, our normal Friday, the day Friday for Luo Cultural Institute, it's always Friday is the day of the Luo girls. And so the Luo girls have a program that will be confirmed in the morning based on the availability of one of the speakers, because people are also doing various things, and we're waiting for one of the speakers to confirm. But we wanted to have a very, 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 very interactive and a very interesting a program. I say so because this has come about with one of the researchers that J. Karamoth and myself have been engaged on, and it's around healthcare. And it's around healthcare. And so GK has done his research on it. I had a walk-in into Wits University, Wits Witwatersrand. It's an African name. It is written with W-I-T-S. W-R-A-T-A-R, which normally we would say Witwatersrand. But Afrikaans as a language, when the letter W is written, when you speak it, you change the letter W to V, to letter V. You write it as a W, but while reading it or while speaking it, the letter W in pronunciation changes to V. So it's Witwatersrand, as we would say, but it's not Witwatersrand. It's Witwatersrand. So they have a very interesting program. Wits University is running a program, an MRC, stroke rural public health and health transitions research, which is being done in a place called Bushbuckridge in a province called Mpumalanga in the Republic of South Africa. And the interesting part of this is that Wits have I'll use Wits short form because it's the easiest way to do it. So they have an initiative called Ntrisano. Ntrisano is a local, one of the local languages, but its meaning is working together. Ntrisano, working together. So they are collaborating, and the collaboration is around what we would call modern medicine and traditional healers. So they have turned one of their research units to work with traditional healers or herbalists, whichever you want to say. They are training them because in every African nation, you will always find a mix of beliefs. There are those who go to the hospital when they are sick, and there are those who don't want to really go to the hospital when they are sick. The controversial part of it could be even some churches that don't allow their members to go to hospitals when they are sick. it is not yet lost in our minds what happened in the coastal region of Kenya, where so many people lost their lives. I'm sure some are still buried somewhere, not yet found. But the belief ran around the fact that they would pray for them and there was no need of taking them to the hospital. But the other group also is a group that uses both. When they are sick, they go to the hospital, but they also still believe in the fact that they can use a herb here and there. Therefore, they could consult herbalists, or they can walk into a shop that is selling herbs and buy. But at the same time, they are possibly on the medication that they got from the hospital. There are a number of concerns that have been brought forward in any order, not following any order. There are situations where doctors, medical doctors working in hospitals, don't believe in herbs, in herbal healing. And therefore, when a patient goes there and the patient knows that that doctor or nurse doesn't like it, or they hide, they don't say they are using something. And so they just go clean and say and get tested and told like this is what you have and blah. They don't say they are already having something. And these things have led into a number of complications, because herbal medicine is also working in your body. And then you come and put in another drug in onto that. There are bound to be complications, whether we pretend it doesn't happen or not, it will happen. And so Wits University did a research and found out that some of these things are happening. People are walking into hospitals while at the same time using herbs. And there are a number of issues that arose there. And therefore, they decided to bring these people in and train them. Traditional healers. Zulus call them Sangoma. There are other 11 languages that call them their own way, but that is known mostly as Sangoma. And so the questions arose: why communities choose traditional healers? What kind of conditions healers treat? How many patients move between traditional and biomedical healthcare? Whether traditional healers can safely perform selected public health functions? How healers can recognize situations requiring referrals to clinics or hospitals. And that is key. That's very important. There are things that might need operation. And it is therefore important that a traditional healer can come clean and tell a patient, no, this, we must refer you to hospital. And possibly how the two systems can cooperate without one simply replacing the other. So those are some of the aspects they are working on. One particular interesting component has been HIV counseling and testing. A person who is taking HIV drugs goes to a traditional healer, doesn't divulge to the traditional healer that they are using them. The traditional healer does his concoctions based on what he thinks this person have. HIV and AIDS is out of his thinking. He or she is busy with those other things and does what he does best, does concoctions. And this guy or this lady goes home with the concoction. So trained traditional healers have been taught standardized HIV counseling and testing, and how to link people who tested positive to biomedical care. So VITS reports that 94% of participating healers successfully completed the training, while 80% of clients agreed to be tested. Those are some of the things they are working on. I'm just giving a base because most of it will be dealt with in the program. And therefore, we are planning to bring in tomorrow a herbal healer and also a properly trained and qualified doctor who has been who has done it all. She's been even a deputy director of medical health services in Kenya. She has led so many health related programs and all that. And so, based on availability, we're planning tomorrow to have this very interactive session. We have to ask ourselves, what can each healthcare system do particularly well, where they do have limitation, and can their strength be connected without compromising patient safety? But I want to tell you that growing up with Attila Dianga, I experienced a number of various phenomena that are out of this world. There was something called the tuning out of Olowar. And so I always start by saying that you could not believe in it, but people who believed in it got helped. And I remember this one occasion where Attila Dianga met me with a cousin of mine, a distant cousin, and he was very thin. He was a very thin person. And Attila Dianga said, talk to us, because she knows us. She knows very well. We are in the village, and she knows whose son is that. She knows, obviously, I'm Attila. Ananichwara Attila Dianga. Ananichwara. So she was very concerned, and you could see her as she spoke to us. She would say a word or two, and then ujiro juogi, and she told that boy to tell the mother to bring him that day in the evening at 6 to Attila Dianga's home. Nikech chunyi opodho adwa chungo chunyi. You have really to understand deep Luo to understand what Attila Dianga meant. This boy, according to Attila Dianga, in the conversation, tidhero manade makwana ng'edeni. Kwano ng'edeni. Dhero manade. Nyaka ibi achung dho chunyi no. Chiemo michamo go ok kel dendi. Nitie gima chamo dendi. Koro ibi iwach ne mama wukeli. And I got interested, and I was there. But I made sure, I told him, you have to make sure you tell your mom to. If you can't let me know, I'll come and tell her, and then we go together. But yeah, she told the mother, and then they came. Of course, me, I used to stay to like seeing Attila Dianga, especially early in the morning when the sun is rising, and late in the evening when the sun is setting. There is something beautiful about Luo culture in such times. So I went and I saw the whole ritual, how ichungo chunye. Without going into details, it's something normal. There is nothing weird Attila Dianga did. It's just normal. But of course, as a research scientist that Attila was, she has got her tools of trade, water, a god, Tung. Actually, Tung is the one that Emmanuel used to bring it back. But yeah, normal things. And of course, before she does that, she has to talk to Juogi. And yeah, she wears a hat made of feathers, ostrich, and it was mixed. The Moromar ostrich. So it all both of they depending on what he wants to do, he would wear ones made from different feathers based on his own understanding on what she would do. But she would do that. She would talk to his people. He should wear traditionally Pianmoro, Koreka, Gara. If you know Gara, those jingles in the leg, and she would do what is called Sira. Goro Sira, and with that Giloth Moromawie Luorore and all that. That lady was something else. But without giving so much into it, 4 or 5 months later, the boy had a body like mine. Waning'e wachamo rabuon, wachamo nyoyo, wamadho nyuka. Wategno malich nikech wadwar to we hunting and we are running in bar and in those places looking for apuoyo, ogila kuponde gono and all those things. Still healthy to date as we speak, but never went to hospital for that particular thing until I did it. So those are some of the examples, if you ask me, I would give to tell you that herbs work. But now Wits University is looking for a way to harmonize these things, because number one, there shouldn't be competition around them. And I think that's where we always get it wrong. Of course, we look down upon our culture most of the times. If you talk to some of these people, they'll tell you, they laugh at us because what they say is the fact that Attila Dianga has given you a concoction made from herbs. Don't forget that the tub, that white tub you think is so clean, is made from magic and is a tablet, and therefore is the best and all that. You don't know what has been put in it. It's just those herbs. It's just that and if you want to know that, look at China. Why would you do? China is too much into herbs. You even go to the shops in Nairobi, in Kisumu, and you're buying herbs, Chinese herbs, herbal drink for, I don't know what, for stomach, herbal drink for what? What are they? The word is herbal. And so, as much as we think we are running away from it, we are just consuming it in a totally different form. So yeah, there are a number of things we're gonna look into, like as we say, there are several dimensions of comparison, not competition. For example, accessibility. Traditional healers often geographically and are often geographically and socially accessible. Clinics and hospitals may be distant or overcrowded. So those are some of just an example. Let me pick on another one. Time with patient. Traditional healer is often more personal and relational with the patient. Doctors and nurses, we know, are often constrained by workload. They'll want to do quick to see you quickly. What's wrong? Blah blah blah. Quickly, ondiko gikmaino kinyal somoka. Pharmacist and all that, because he has to see so many people and possibly time and all that. So those are some of the things that we're talking about, we will be looking at. And so it's been a very interesting interaction with these people in charge of this program. The intended outcome, of course, The ultimate objective is not to turn Sangomas into doctors. No, that's not the objective. It can't happen. It is to develop a sustainable and scalable model of cooperation between traditional health practitioners and primary healthcare services. So Wits University explicitly described this long-term goal as establishing a model that could be transported to other parts of Africa. So in practical terms, that means traditional healer identifies and engages the patient. Traditional healer identifies and engages. A patient provides appropriate support, and then they recognize limits. They refer when necessary. Biomedical system receives a patient. Patient can continue receiving culturally appropriate community support. The world is accepting that culture is important. In a nutshell, the world is accepting that culture is very important. And so they made it clear to me, that is the leader of the program made it clear to me that Wits has separately explored traditional African understandings of mental health and illness. Egwengewa, gimiluongo ni mental health nobody cares about. Ka nitiere wedewa ma are mentally challenged, to gimwatimoga mostly en mana nyiero. Nyathi ng'ane marahura cha. Those are the kind of words we use. Wod joka ng'ane marahura cha. Nyar joka ng'ane marahura cha. So Wits, it's working on that to make, as much as these traditional herbalists and healers are in the villages, they're being trained to make us in the villages understand that there are issues that need compassion, not your small fights, clan fights, family fights, siblings, rivalry, and all those things. Maka nyathi machielo oko ntie gima chande matin. There are no even interventions to sort it out, possibly kapod gitindo. En fit ne osebedo sealed. En obro bedo abeda nyathi morundre marahura e gweng' kanyo nyaka chieng' moro notho. Ka en ng'ama ok nyal nyombo mane en. Ok onyal dak gi ka en nyako ma ok nyal nyuom, that's it. En odak dala gi kanyo. Chieng' moro kotho tigole ike tok dala kucho kata rangach, nikech koro en ok dwa ni ike dala nikech ok no. Those things that happens. So these people are being trained, and as I told you, it has been successful, as they said. So it's not gonna be a surprising when you visit a Sangoma and they kindly and compassionately and in a very good way ask you if you are on HRVs. They will ask you. That is, once they've been trained, they will ask you before they administer anything to you. And they will also want to know, are you keeping time? Are you taking them in time? Or are you defaulting and all those things? Because now they've taken it upon themselves that there is no competition. There is collaboration. It is for the betterment of our people, the health of our people. These are our people. There's no one being owned by somebody else. You know where that problem comes, where people group people into their people. That happens only in politics. They don't care. There are people, they say these are ours, and those are Jokanga, supporters Magane. Korinya look at a nig supporters Magane go is fine. Katakatagaki talk, Kelinigi, Gio record Gionego is fine. Gin supporters Magano Gin Maga. Who do you want to be a member of parliament for when you kill people? An MCA for? A governor for? When you group people, you jogi te in talk gin katam, you are one tribe. A governor is always just governing mostly people who speak mostly the same language. An MP the same, but all these units down to top the same. But and even in the way government operates, you operate as if some people are your enemies and others are not, and all these things. That is why our society is broken like this. And therefore, the collaboration between the biomedical doctors and the traditional healers is going to sort out a lot of problems that has always been there. Because as I started in the beginning, the first thing they identified was even some traditional healers would not feel okay that you went to the hospital. You should have come to me. I would have helped you straight away. At the same time, doctors are also very negative around these issues. It's human. Nobody's faulting anyone. We're just saying it. I'm simply putting these facts as they are. Yes, they happen. So we want this. Their aim is to make sure that these two different knowledge systems, because these are knowledge systems, that they coexist, they interrogate each other, learn from each other, and ultimately serve the same human being. That's where the problem is. Human being. I think that I like that. Serve the same human being. So it's something else to imagine that you would want to serve people, but you discriminate them as if others are human beings and others are not human beings. So this program, one thing I like about is such they are looking into very, very minute things that people overlook and don't think it's important. And WITS also, they acknowledged that they also acknowledge the risk of what they call pluralism, which may mean such delayed biomedical treatment and potentially harmful interactions between traditional remedies and prescribed medicines. So the perfect word is collaboration, not competition. Africa does not have really to choose between traditional knowledge and Western science. A more sophisticated approach is to document indigenous knowledge, subject appropriate claims to rigorous research, identify what is demonstrably useful, preserve cultural meaning, and establish ethical boundaries where safety is concerned. Safety. Overdose of you've not mixed anything, you just take even Panadols to the excess. To overdose yourself even with Panadol can be disastrous. You can die. So those safety issues must be looked at in both aspects. And that's why you could be overdosing by taking a cup of the concoction that you've been given by a healer, and then you are given what, celestamine. Does it still work? And then you are given that, and you take the dose as it's given to you. You could be overdosing yourself. So those are safety concerns that are being looked at with this collaboration. But there's an important distinction. Respecting an indigenous knowledge system does not require a university to declare every traditional claim scientifically proven. The university can respect the knowledge holders while still asking scientific questions about efficacy, safety, mechanisms, cultural meaning, and appropriate application. The other part that is important is as far as safety is concerned, is, for example, assuming you come to me and I give you 5 liters of a concoction and you don't have a fridge, and you have to take it possibly 7 days in a row. I think by the 4th, 5th day, we have to be concerned if it's not kept properly by all hygienic standards. And those are the concerns that this collaboration are looking at. This VITS collaboration with Sangomas or traditional healers. Because it's taken for granted. You can go to a traditional healer who gives you concoction. Because of lack of knowledge on the dosage you are given, you go with it home and you even go ahead and drink something that has possibly gone a bit off because of it wasn't kept properly and all that. Instead of you healing yourself, you might even get complications. But that wouldn't be out there. The thing would be ni ngane yedhe ngane okti or yedhe ngane miyo ibedo matuo or gin yedhe maricho. That's what would come out. But you wouldn't tell people that he gave me I bought 5 liters and I've been just drinking it from whichever place I kept it, and possibly things go off, especially places maliet. Gimoroni bugru can only be fresh today, tomorrow. The 3rd day there have to be issues. Organisms start doing their things with whatever inside there. And science takes place and things go haywire. So that's a bit of what is going on. And we, as a Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education, it is very interested. We are very interested in that, and we're looking at ways and means of how that can be transferred to our own universities and do work around that also. We have to come open as herbalists, work together with universities like Nairobi, places like Chiromo campuses and all those places, so that there is a recognition that, look, we can do up to here and this can do up to here. How can we collaborate? How can we work better? And then those herbalists in the villages become part and parcel of a system that is recognized, and then our communities get healed properly. Koro kwa pond, koro okipond, ibi kao yath mogol e bungu magin yien mabeyo to pod ipondo nikech koro jogo keto ni gin jomaricho. Nikech idhi kao yath idhi gotieno or idhi gokinyi mang'ich ka piny pokoro. The herbs are just good things. I've said it a few months ago here. Some of you might have heard it elsewhere or here, but I grew up with herbs. I grew up taking herbs. And I don't go to hospital easily. I'm not saying I don't become sick, but I become sick, yes. But there is that issue in me that was no take no gi mag bungu ka. And I'm 100%. You can't convince me otherwise. And some of the I've always said here, emomian changa kende mamadho. Changa ma ugenya maler maber che mamadho. An okamadh beer. Reason is one. I grew up with herbs. Kai. To my own grandmother Katatila Dianga chwako yath morinugo na kech. In Ugenya waluonge na kech. I'll bring a herbalist ma ong'e nyingi scientific names mag herbs go. Mano is not my field. An obwonge mang'e ke giluongo. I know gik mane iye. To mag herbs tawene jo nyathiwa moro ka kiane nitie nyathiwa moro ka iluongo Berry Lakinyi. Mago e weg gigo. My cousin comes back. Oyudo tich mokwongo. Atuwacho naketwe break agine akete break mondi. Kore agonu story no nikech en story mwadwa loro go program kawuono ok wadhi ahinya. Break matin, just a break matin ka icheko gimoro ka gidwa ni sound ni odhi. Kech odhiga mokwongo cha to gineno some signs e screen ka koro dakika matin tu. 5 minutes, 4 maximum, and then yeah.
maunge jaja kukechi mano bideti Olo ya nono makomori Mayo ya kodare majintindario majualo Mayo ya kodare majintindario majualo Yoga, yoga tiene caber, calle camanyarve. Vigilia yo turmana wulgi, bende katoki gogo mano kaji. Na chano e chunya wada kodi, kana ba e mura e suero pokwa. Are kwanyo na mi jeng dakwa, uvijore kirinja dwaro yoga, mapio mama.
Thank you. Thank you, Nyugora Mogajwang. Thank you so much. We got a green light. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. The scary thing has been cleared, so my system is up and running. So my feeling, I've not forgotten about the beer issue. Don't worry. I'm gonna tell you why I drink Teddy and Ofero only. I feel what it's doing with traditional health practitioners should provoke a serious conversation within our own community. For generations, Africans were made to believe that our indigenous knowledge was backward simply because it did not come from a laboratory or a university or a Western book or a Western textbook. Yet our communities had accumulated generations of knowledge about plants, food, healing, childbirth, mental well-being, and their environment long before modern institutions arrived. Yes, we are even being told that lakes that were there that our forefathers were using, only somebody had come from Europe to discover them. How do you discover something that our forefathers were already using? For generations, they were already using it. But you come and then you arrive and you tell us, oh, I've just discovered there's a mass body of water here that these naked people had never seen it. And its name, I'm calling it Lake Victoria. So, as Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education, what can we do? What should we do? And I think this is key. We have to engage the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Culture, universities, research institutions, county governments, recognize traditional health practitioners and communities to establish a structured program for the documentation, preservation, and scientific investigations of Luo indigenous medicinal knowledge. Don't be cheated. That we have that in our bag already because we're doing that. So we're doing that, and we're working with our elders and traditional practitioners who possess knowledge and are largely transmitted orally. You have had an elder here, Jaduong Ananga, who is 96 years old, who recently wrote a book at 90 years. Has got a wealth of knowledge in him. He's working on another book. We had Mrs. Ananga coming here talking to us, and actually we may not preempt, but we're bringing people also to talk about this, people with real knowledge in it. And that's why we need someone on the herbal side and someone, a biomedical doctor who will put some of these things for us into perspective. we should know which plant remedies have traditionally been used and for what purposes. What does existing scientific evidence tell us about them? What are the possible toxicities on them? How can intellectual property and community ownership be protected? And so on and so forth. So let us stop calling everything indigenous primitive. A herb does not become primitive because an African grandmother discovered its use before the invention of a modern laboratory. I can go behind the house, by then I could go behind Attila Dianga's kitchen or behind Gina Tino Nyaroko's kitchen and use my trained eyes by both of them and get a herb that I would then use as having been trained to deal with a snake bite. Is a way you prepare it. And then you put it in your mouth. And then you do what Luo call saro. Saro, you say tueo, kathulo kanga to say twegi, gigi moron up, kucho kama, they to the rest of the body. Kawembe, manyin. New razor blade. Don't try this at home. You'll die if you're not trained. Then you cut around the place that, around the snake bite spot. And with your nicely and properly protected, using your tongue professionally, you pull, you what's the word? Yeah, you simply use that medication in your mouth and you suck the blood. The what, literally you're not sucking blood, you're sucking the, what is that thing a snake puts into the body? You guys know it. My mind is I think I put in too much with this research for the few days, and it was too much. Yeah, there's serpent. What? All right, I'll remember it. I know you guys know it. And then you suck it out and you spit, and again you repeat it 3 times. Listen, if you don't know how to do it and you swallow that sumu, you are the one who is gonna be taken to the hospital now. The problem with you, you've swallowed it, so it goes straight into your system directly. It's not like the snake bite in a leg or in the arm. You are swallowing it. It's very dangerous. And people would be healed and wouldn't be taken to hospitals. Unlike now, when you call an ambulance for a snake bite, because we don't believe that our indigenous knowledge system was the best. We call it primitive. But our responsibility today is not to blindly defend everything traditional, nor to blindly dismiss everything traditional. Our responsibility is to investigate. Let's allow a bit of science to interrogate our heritage, not to erase it. because perhaps their remedies whose active compounds have yet to be properly studied. Perhaps there are practices that will not withstand scientific scrutiny. Perhaps there are others that could contribute to modern healthcare. We will never know until we document, research, and test. So these discussions should never be traditional medicine versus modern medicine. No, that's a wrong discussion to have. You'll end up with those debates we used to have in school. A teacher is better than a doctor. Knowledge is better than money. How many still believe in knowledge is better than money? So you grow up and you realize that saying a teacher is better than a doctor is not only crazy but is foolish. It should be the question, the issue should be, how do we bring indigenous knowledge and modern science into a responsible conversation for the benefit of our people? So we should move from merely preserving things, but from also telling our children what the ancestors knew, to give them the tools to investigate why they knew it, what was valid, what was not, and what remains valuable today. Our heritage should not live only in museums, stories, and memories. Some of it belongs in the laboratory, some in the classroom, some in our archives, and ultimately some may belong in the future of African healthcare. Thank you. I was looking for the word venom, and somebody has reminded me. It's called venom. Sumu, ile sumu ya nyoka. Joma kama joga anjo siya kia Kiswahili ka. Angi suga nanu Kenya wadak maber Kiswahili wang'eyo. Sumu ya nyoka, venom. Mano Kiswahili helio kaloka. That's not Swahili, just Swahili pass here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I got it. Venom. It actually went. I couldn't remember that word at all. I looked for it I searched everywhere between my brain and I couldn't get it. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting scenario that Wits University has come up with, and I believe it's something worth working on. The rest of Africa should go that way, and we shall save a lot. People sometimes suffer because they are torn between the people around them telling them you have to go to hospital. They go to hospital. Deep down themselves, they know that herbs work with them better, so they want the herbs too. And so they are conflicted between listening to what people think and say and what they believe in. A story is told of a grandmother who believed that the only thing that doesn't matter what they're ailing from, headache, whatever, stomachache, they will always get an injection. And that's only thing that grandmother had believed that is what treated her. It doesn't matter what she's ailing from, but she would heal. And therefore, the nurses realized that you can't be all the time injecting her because she has headache, she has a stomach ache and all these things. So they devised a method of pretending they were injecting her when they were not really injecting her. But she would heal. So on a normal dry day, when the sun is shining, they would not inject her, but they would pretend they injected her. But she would be well when she walked into the hospital sick or the clinic sick. That's a belief. That's a belief that has got no comparison. And therefore, that grandmother or somebody like that would believe in what she believes in. But if her faith can be tested and people tell her something else, so should be torn between to wiya bara tani chwaga mana sindan to jogi to wachon kia tima nga madh gini kia madhango. Akeo, I was telling you the story of Akeo. A green leaved plant with yellow, very nice yellow flowers. And therefore, a granny would cook it very nicely. That thing, to swallow it, needs you to be tied down with a bulldozer. But we would have to do it. If you have a stomach ache, you have to take it. So I was known for throwing away the cup once I'm done, because you can't drink it like water. No. When you put it once into your mouth, you have to gulp it. The dosage that you are given, if it's half a cup, you have to finish half a cup before you take it. Because the moment you take your mouth out of that cup, you can never put it back. Never. But I promise you, 10 minutes after you've taken it, if you had these stomach issues, it would be gone. And then I know they taste like the back of my hand even now. Then my cousin comes, first job, first salary, brings money home to be blessed. So we are the blessers. Takes us to, we young. I was actually in Form 3. I was going to Form 3. It was December holidays. When I was in Form 2 now, my goodness, we were going to Form 3. Now we think we are now men enough. We have moved from Form 2. Now we are men. And growing up, I had clean uncles. Very clean uncles. One of them used to drink Guinness and Coke. And the way he would hold, first of all, the glass. He would check the glass and make sure the glass is super clean. If there is a dot in it, I'm sorry, the waiter must go back and rinse it and dry it nicely and bring it back. And then the way he would tilt it, and then the way he would tilt the Guinness. You don't want to. It's a science. There is a way of pouring it in the glass. I was watching and I knew when I grow up, yes, and I start making my money, yes, this is it. Yeah. And after that, then Coke, he brushes it with the Coke. So Guinness you would never drink Guinness without a Coke. And I watched him do that. As I speak now, he's a bishop. And I'm not saying it out of bishop, a real bishop taking care of the flock. And I would copy that. I said one day, You know, when you're growing up, you know you are going to get a job and 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 have money and buy all these things these people have. So I would be like my uncle and be nice and clean like him. I copied all those from him. Plus how I would do Guinness, only not to know that it would never happen because the hub said no. So we go eat. I say, "Hi, Guinness and Coke," and I'm waiting because I want to copy my uncle. And believe you me, the glass was okay. The glass was clean, but I made sure. I said, "Hey, the glass ni I can see it here. Yeah, please clean it." I have to copy my uncle, guys. Why not? And then the glass came, and I held it the same way. The same way. We are in local pub, guys. So stop asking how old were you. We are in a local pub owned by a village cousins in the village, and so it's normal life, man. Wabe kwa yue ne changa wa madhe mupimu giserikal. Ngomara chikudu. So I did it. I tilted the glass. I tilted the Guinness and poured it my uncle's system. Put it back on the table and took that peke, the one for covering, and I put back just like my uncle used to do. You can't leave it open. Guys, this is life. We have to lead it. And yeah, and then Coke. And I brush it with a Coke. Yeah. Then now it cometh the man, cometh the hour, and cometh the drink. I tasted that thing. And I would never swallow it. Guinness cage. Guinness cage. Guinness cage moloya keo. That thing was bitter than the medication that my grandmother used to give me. I didn't swallow it. That was the end of that class that I was doing there, coping. I walked out, went and spit it. Went behind there. I know where there's the pub in the village. I went down there where the water is and rinsed my mouth. And I came back and took the Coke and swallowed it like water and pushed the Guinness away from me. And I sat like never happened. Nothing happened. Your mother, your doggy, your linkamatu. That's what I did. I waited when they finished and then we went home. And that is how the lesson from my uncle never worked in my life. I never took a Guinness again. I never took a beer. Every time I see a beer bottle, my mouth brings that taste by itself, even now. Weauru gichanga boy. Changa ber malich meat ma serious. So it's the herbs that I took while growing up that healed me from drinking beer. So I don't drink beer. That's the reason I don't drink beer, because of that. Herbs. They healed me. I grew up in herbs. I know a few of them. I know how to use them. I appreciate them. Where I am, I have a few people who, when they have flu, they've decided we don't go to the hospital. We simply go to them, then they give us a feta. It's prepared by those sangomas. A feta. Jeez. Ejir ma wiyi yawre. Kitieko jir. Homa rumo. Flu rumo. To ka wan wagenya to koro mano ok watim. Ka wan ugenya to tidit kichwada uchiel piny. Ami ba kiang'o biosis kiang'o timore nade, nothing, gone. It has been a journey in these things. I feel sorry for us at times when we call ourselves and we call our things primitive. Yet, the people we call ourselves primitive for, to make happy, depend on Africa. Africa has never needed anybody. Everybody needs Africa to survive. There is a tree in Congo forest called rubber tree. Costs millions. If you know the Congo War, you will realize that the Chinese support with weapons are guarding around those areas until that tree, because that is gold to them. Gold to them. They arm these people to fight. Everything is used. Everything from the roots to the leaves to the back of that tree to the stem. Everything is used. Ema gitero kucho gidhi giloso go yedhe to giduoko nu koni to ung'iyo koro bei matek. To wawacho ni herbs gin gik maricho. Herbs are top. Herbs are timore nade. I can't taste them. I can't do herbs. Atila Dianga ne chungo ga chunyi nyithinde gweng'wa gi herbs. Because wacho ni dhero makwano mana ng'ede ni 6 months, 7 months down the line, dend ng'ato duogo maber. Courtesy of Attila Dianga and his herbs. And therefore, don't be surprised when one day you see a foundation under Attila Dianga's name, and I'll dedicate it to herbal medicine research. She was on another level. She used to sing for me. Attila Dianga ting pinjero gi mage chuori otho runi marach pinjero gi mage nyeki otho runi maber pinjero gi mage Attila Dianga ting pinjero gi mage. It has been a short. I thought I would do that about this herbal healing and biomedical medicines as we prepare a program around it with professionals. With professionals in the field, we'll have a herbalist and we have a medical doctor, and we'll have them together talking and harmonizing how our community can carry itself forward around these issues. And I had a call that I think I need to tell our people. In the general coming elections of next year, I call upon our people who are competent enough to go for these positions. Our country is going to the dogs. because competence has given way to mediocrity. Competent people have shied away from politics. Politics being what it is, cannot leave a vacuum. And so we cry. And those people are crying, some of them are very competent and they cry with the rest of people. But it's because they have stood aside and taken away competence with them, and they've left mediocrity to lead us. I'm not standing aside of this. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone of this. It is time. It is time for some of us to rise up, raise our hands up and say, send me. I'm going to work for you. We can't be planting oranges and expecting mangoes year in, year out. We can't be asking, what have you been doing? We sent you there. No. The time has come that somebody must say, you went, you did what you did what you couldn't do, and all that is enough. I'm going now. I'm going myself. So we want competent people to rise up. That is one way of salvaging our country. Want competent people to resign from where they are and go home. Be members of parliament, be MCAs, be governors. Rescue our country. You can't be performing for multinational organization, bringing in the best reports day in, day out. And in the village, like my area, and I want to speak for my area because I can defend myself. I don't care from anyone. You have an MCA who was a politician's what do they call them in Nairobi? Another politician's goon. And this is now the MCA who is in charge of a village where very, 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 very high and mighty in societies all over the world are coming from. And what do? We sit with the other citizens and we cry, even us with them. What? I call upon competent people to rise up. Raise up your hands. Go save our villages. Go save our counties. Go save our constituencies. That is the approach. That it can never be either. A time has come when we can't just be talking. We have to act. I thought I would put that there because you know this thing called democracy. Democracy never selects the best leader. It has always just selected the best liar. That's why every democracy fails. This thing we've been bought. We've been sold a lie that so long as there is an election after every 5 years, that is mature democracy. Democracy does not reward wisdom. It rewards persuasion. The man who understands reality loses to the man who can manipulate perception. That's what is happening. So the honest loses to the charming. The disciplined loses to the theoretical. When they can manipulate you and they can even abduct themselves. Tombwa wachoga ni nangocha wacho na abduct kuso wacho adapt. Yeah, Tom wacho gan they can adapt themselves. Then they control the perception. And then the honest one loses to that. I'm starting a rallying call. I'm starting a rallying call. And I mean it. We have to be aware. The world is not ruled by the kind. It is ruled by the ones who are aware. The competent people must now rise up. Thank you, Ikwara Mugejwan. Those who joined through Facebook, those who joined through X, those who joined through YouTube, those who joined through Subtract, those who joined through Urban Talk. Urban Talk has got is limiting us, but it's fine. I thank you so much. Ramot sends his greetings through me because his voice has been curtailed. But we will, they're still working on it. We'll get to the bottom of what is happening. And his voice will be back. His voice, I mean the studio. So they decided to do proper setup. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. To our technical team, I also almost lost it, but my technical team kind of in some way salvaged it. The first 15 minutes I was talking and no one was hearing me. The sound couldn't come through. It has always been a pleasure to host you in this forum as given to us by Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education. Tomorrow, we always bring out our flyers in the morning, in the early hours to alert you on what. So be on the wall, watch out for that. Also, there is a WhatsApp group now, a WhatsApp group for Ramogi Cultural Institute that has been formed also. Just I think one of our technical people said it's easier to send a once-off link into that other than the one that spreads. It's set that it sends a number of people the links, but now they thought it's better to just send once, because then every day, because remember, as we are very consistent, so every day you'll be getting a link in your individual thing. So somebody was suggesting that. So we have that. You can reach out to us. We have an email there, ramogigmail@gmail.com. There is a WhatsApp number there. If you have something we have always said, you might have an issue that you want to be discussed. It's always allowed an issue, and all issues we mean. There are topics we don't touch. Politics, we speak to our people. We don't speak to politicians. Those ones, and we don't have this program. This program, as Ramogi Cultural Institute does, it's non-aligned politically. I may have my opinion. Other people in the program may have their opinions, but the stand of Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education, it's non-participant in parliament, in politics. But as individuals, we have our own opinions around these things. So politics, we won't discuss how this member of parliament will do this, is better than this, and others. No, we don't discuss that. You could have a question, cultural question that you want, ask question about. It's allowed any times. If you send a message, we will always talk about it. And any others. Remember, the Luo Girls program is doing some good work with their programs. There is a lot of healing and a lot of feedback coming through. So the Luo Girls, I got some feedback from your audience that are very encouraging. Your program is really healing some people, and they are liking the fact that it's a safe space, so they can always sometimes send a message and with a question, and it's handled nicely. So I think that's a good one. Other than that, I would call it. So we obviously will have a coffee and a Luo book next Thursday, because now we can't put it on another day's program. But I can tell you, for those who know, they are fantastic stories with a lot of teachings. I have gotten feedbacks from people who said they had stopped reading Luo books. Some said they had never even bothered to read Luo books, but they've bought a few, and it's fantastic to read them. And also the way they get broken down into small chunks with G.K. Ramoth is really helping people understand that these stories are not just stories the way they are, but they are full of teaching. So those who are buying books, Luo books, continue buying the books. Teach your young ones around to read these books. They are very important, and they have a lot of teachings, because I can promise you that a culturally grounded society, a culturally grounded a child, compared to any other child, you will see a very, 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 very big difference. Some of the problems we are going through are because we've run away from ourselves totally. If you don't know where you are coming from, you can't know where you are going. And so when these young people know their stories, I promise you, their end might be totally different. And by end, I mean their vision, their mission, where they want to head to, can be totally a beautiful path, because you'll be bringing up people with self-control. There is nothing as important as bringing up a child who has got self-control within themselves. Most of the problems and issues we get into is because of just simple lack of self-control. I've always told you that sometimes when you sit down in the evening and analyze everything you went through the whole day, you might be shocked that 70% or even higher of whatever you made yourself so busy with had got nothing to do with you. You would be very okay if you didn't get involved in some of those things. But because possibly we are concerned with what the world will say, oh, what will friends say, hey, what will family say, hey, what will majirani watasema nini, hey, sijui nani atafanya nini, you end up doing things that were not for you, to please people mostly. Sometimes you do things because so and so is doing it, knowing very, very well that you'd just be okay without doing that thing. You'd do it your way, and you'd just be okay. goes back to the core. Yeah, some of the issues we get into, we could have avoided them if we simply didn't, if we only could have self-control and a desire to say no. A no is a full sentence with a full stop at the end. So those are things you need to learn to say no to situations. No one is coming to help you. When you need help, no one is coming for you. There are people you can take a gun, a bullet for them. And while the bullet hits you and possibly hurts you or even kills you, and blood splashes on their shirts they'll still blame you because you made their shirts dirty. There are people in this world, you can lie down for them to walk on you, but they'll still complain that your back is not flat enough. Watch out. Build boundaries around you. It costs nothing. 70% of the things you're rushing to have got nothing to do with you. It has got everything to do with your ego, everything to do with your people-pleasing attitude, everything to do with wondering and being bothered with what people will say. Do self-assessment. You'll realize that is true. God bless you all. Warom kiny a program Luo Girls. Eruru kamano kuom biro, eruru kamano. Kawuono ok adhi ahinya nikech people are looking at me here. Gidwaro ni the other studios being worked on, this also needs to be obey and issues gekoro. We would rather do it together, but it doesn't. A bit of music can still play. They work on the other wing. The music plays on a different system, so it's fine. Thank you.
Ichi wodi seme no rwaka moso mere na e odere rukukumu.
mosa nyaka menya nyakochia nyaralega oko nyanya jok mosa idirode ne waneno mor osebalo shemuche omini Jennifer Juma tum wacherie
Mortalani, Richard, I'm all going mad. Hello, Doctor, my wood fire. I'm Mortalani, Richard, I'm all going mad. Simubana wandiga woda lego. I'm Mortalani, Richard, I'm all going mad. Simubana mayanga woda kage. I'm Mortalani, Richard, I'm all going mad.
Mongali Olinga na linga kiosele Batemwe basala kite Na mituni solo toka wani Mikolo mibalenga na kama Na sala nyoso pona suwa yoye Zabola yeko kabola biso Amekipe ale isa yombo Molimo ekomi kaina kaina Sirambenza Massa Bete loko wanadi Olinga na linga kiosele Batemwe bazala kite Somo, somo, vertige salinga zele, motema eziki, makila nzoto esopani, molimo ekomi kaina, kaina. Rico Starry, nalingi nayeba soki tolingana, nalingi bayeba basusu basala zuwa, sele motema na ngai wa bolingo, ebongi odeside amo motindo wana, sele batela mibeko nga na kopesa yo, soki obebisi lelo bango baseka, nga madilu balinganga mingi na kartie, tina nini basalelanga na yo likita osoba. Nalingi nayeba soki tolingana, nalingi bayeba basusu basala zuwa, sele motema na ngai wa bolingo, ebongi odeside amo motindo wana, sele batela mibeko nga na kopesa yo, soki obebisi lelo bango baseka, nga madilu balinganga mingi na kartie, tina nini basalelanga na yo likita bosoba. Oh bosoba, oh bosoba. Mongali yena, mongali yena, mongali yena. Mongali yena, mongali yena, mongali. Mina kovanda mabaya.
moto na moto bakutani bazali se kobenda bolingo na makanisi
Yeah, 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 ngana sila. Yeah, 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 ngana sila. Nalingi nayeba soki tolingana, nalingi bayeba basusu basala zuwa, sele motema na ngai wa bolingo, ebongi odeside amo motindo wana, sele batela mibeko nga na kopesa yo, soki obebisi lelo bango baseka, nga madilu balinganga mingi na kartie, tina nini basalelanga na yo likita bosoba. Oh bosoba, oh bosoba. Edo Coiffure na Clichy. Willy Mpoku.
sheri nanga akende mobembo kaka poso misato soki akomi epai akomelanga akamokana ya mama esula jenga lelo sema oyo esuki kaka na promese tokomi mpona misato kaina tambwena kozela tanga molema koya nataka kufa na banzoko ya nataka kufa koya suya mapeto koya sheri nanga koni ya bongo sheri olingina wayana ega na Kinshasa sheri kanisa kata ngolula kanga ina kate nazalaka kongala lokola mwita sheri lelo kitoko ebebi nyonso na chagrin kitoko nyonso ekei kaka na chagrin ya lolango anga molema koyao nataka kufa mabanzo koyao nataka kufa koyao tuya mapeto koyao topesana kiera kae kaina sheri nanga akende momembo kaka poso misato soki akomi epai akomelanga atamokanga ya mama esula jenga lelo sema oyo esuki kaka na promese tokomi mpona misato ngai natambwela kozela anga molema koya nataka kufa mabanzoko ya nataka kufa koya suya mapeto koya sheri nanga koni ya bongo sheri olingina wayana ega na Kinshasa sheri kanisa kata ngolula kanga ina kate nazalaka kongala lokola mwita sheri lelo kitoko ebebi nyonso na chagrin kitoko nyonso ekei kaka na chagrin ya lolango anga molema koyao nataka kufa mabanzo koyao nataka kufa koyao tuya mapeto koyao na molema o aye nazoki na molema o aye nazoki na molema o nataka kufa o tuya mapeto o kaya nazoki na molema o aye nazoki na molema o aye nazoki na molema o nataka kufa o tuya mapeto o nabutu bandeko pongina la teo kobaluka na beto butu mobimba pongina la teo namika polala makanisi matoninga molema koya o matoninga molema koya o nabutu bandeko pongina la teo kobaluka na beto butu mobimba pongina la teo namika polala makanisi matoninga molema koya o matoninga molema atandelende akozonga mokolo tokabwanaka na sheri ye apepakanga ngolokoko na mai na misa kolelanga yo apepakanga ngo mushware na mai na misa kolelanga yo na chagrin ya la mure na susi
mapendo oh, kasi nespoir moya promese apesaka ngai atake inde akosoka atandele nde akosoka. Butu bandeko pongina la lateo, o baluka na beto butu mobimba pongina la lateo, na meka kola la makanisi matoninga molema, koya o, matoninga molema, koya o. Mokolo toka bwana kana sherie, apepa kanga ngoloboko na maina miswa kolelanga yo apepa kanga ngomoshware na maina miswa kolelanga yo na chagrengo ya lamure na susimba ya mapendo kasi nespoango ya promese apesaka ngai atake inde akosoka atandele nde akosoka. Mokolo toka bwana kana sherie apepaka ngango loboko na maina bisa kolelanga yo apepaka ngango moshware na maina bisa kolelanga yo na chagrengo ya lamure na susimba ya mapendo kasi nespoango ya promese apesaka ngai atake inde akosoka atandele nde akosoka. la